Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your friendly neighborhood Coach Pruitt here with you once again with our daily YouTube video. This is our second video of the day, which seems kind of strange to me to be recording two in a single day, but it's going to be for class on Thursday and Friday, February 4th and 5th of 2021. Our first video today, we went over the new unit, the new standards, and the new task work for unit number 5. What we want to do in this video is go over what we're actually doing in class today and your assignment, which is your children's style ABC book. So again, you can see our daily schedule, and number 4 there on the schedule is the Key Terms ABC book. So what I want to do now is show you how to get to the assignment, explain the assignment, and make sure, just in case you aren't in class or if you're working on this later on your own, that you know exactly what you need to do, how to complete the assignment, and where to find it. So what we're going to do first is go to our Canvas page. Now, this assignment is not a part of the module because it was not, it is a part of task work, but I didn't want to put it in the module because I thought that might be confusing. So we have put it in the announcements section of your Canvas page. So to get to this assignment, you have to go to the announcements page. So if you click on announcements, we haven't put anything here for quite a while, actually. I noticed that when I posted this. Unit 5 Key Terms ABC book. This is what you want to click on. So again, it is not in the module. You have to go to the announcements, and then you choose Unit 5 Key Term ABC book. Clicking on that link, you guys will see the instructions here. Just a few pointers that I want to make sure that you guys know. Again, this is for Unit 5 and over standards 11 through 13. Each student has been randomly assigned a specific letter or slide to complete. You are only responsible for your letter and will be graded only on your portion of the book. So this is not like a collaborative grade where we're going to base everybody's grade off of how everybody does. If your slide is fantastic, you will make a very high grade. If your slide is really terrible, doesn't meet the requirements, or doesn't follow the rubric, your grade won't be very good. So it's a collaborative group project for our entire class, but your grades are specific only to you. You're going to use this link below to get to your ABC Google Slides book. Do not, this is paramount, I have to stress this, guys. Do not delete your name from the portion from the title portion of the slide. I put everybody's name on the slide in the title right next to the letter. Now you can change the font, you can do whatever you want to do, but make sure that you leave your name there, because if your name is not on the slide, how are Mr. Burrows and I going to know who completed the slide? How can we give you credit for your work? So please be sure that you leave your name in the title portion of the slide. The other thing that I need to point out right off the bat is that every person has editing rights to this Google slide, which means that every single person can edit this entire slide. What we need to be very, very careful of: make sure that you are only on your slide. Make sure that you are only making edits to your slide. Guys, accidents happen. I understand that accidents happen, and if for some reason something happens where you delete somebody else's slide, something weird, you need to just let me know ASAP so I can go and reset the slide. I, as the creator, have ultimate editing rights, and I can just default it back to a certain time period. The first time that I did this project, I had a student who thought it would be very funny to delete one of his friend's slides after they had worked for a while, so they would have to start all the way over. That is not a good idea, because there are disciplinary actions which can come from that, because you are now hurting or impacting someone else's work. So I say all this to say, please be careful. Please only edit on your slide. If you make a mistake and something happens, please let us know so we can reset it. If you intentionally go through and start deleting a bunch of people's work or altering people's work, first of all, Google keeps up with every single edit. It tells me the time that it was edited, and it tells me who edited it, because Google automatically saves. So I will be able to tell irrefutably that you made an edit at a certain time on a certain slide. So please don't do that. Just please don't. The instructions and the rubric for the assignment can be found in the presentation. That's why they're not here. I'll show them to you and go over them in a second. And remember, most importantly, this is a children's style book, so your writing should reflect that. Now, there's obviously going to need to be more in-depth content to make sure that we know the words, know the people, places, events, ideas, right? Just like you would do with key terms. I'm going to show you where I want you to put those. You can put them in the comments section. So you will find the link at the bottom. All you have to do is click on that link. I'm using first period as my example, but you can use any of them. So this is our title slide. You can see it right here. Here are your instructions, okay? So this is what you are doing. You are creating a children's style ABC book over big business and the Industrial Revolution. You are responsible for your own independent slide. This is a way for us to learn the content. This is a way for us to have a study material that we can all access. It's a way for us to practice our researching skills, and it's a good exercise, if you will, for you to take complicated information and then have to summarize it or explain it at a lower level. If any of you have younger siblings or cousins, they always ask you questions and they want answers, and you have to make sure that you meet them where they're at, right? You got to explain it to them in a way that they will understand. So for each slide, you can see here the instructions. We've listed all of the things that you have to have. Make sure that you have your letter on the slide and what your letter is about. There has to be at least one image per slide. Guys, it's very easy to copy and paste pictures into a Google slide presentation. Please put multiple if you can, but the minimum requirement is one. Include the most important information, the who, what, where, when, why, and how. Do not plagiarize. You shouldn't plagiarize anyway because it's a children's style explanation and writing style, but don't plagiarize. Please don't. You guys keep doing it. Please stop. Basic citation information is just fine, and again, anything that you use from our guided notes or from the PowerPoints that we give you does not have to be cited. If you use another website, just give us basic citation information. Be creative and make your slide colorful as possible. It is a children's style book, right? Kids like pretty colors, small children like pictures. It's pretty easy, okay? This is your rubric, so this is how you are going to be graded. It is a very basic rubric and very basic grading style. So you can see we have 3 categories: exemplar, developed, limited. And these are your criteria: appearance and neatness, content knowledge, image communication, grammar spelling, factual information. And you can see that a total of 20 points net you a 100. Anything between a 19 would be a 95, an 18 would be a 90, and so on down the line. Okay, so you can see here, I won't bore you by reading all of these. Obviously, if you do a great job, you get a 4. If you do a not so good job, you get a 2. Guys, I feel free to give you a 1 as well, or a 0. So there is stuff below limited, which is what we call bad. And then lastly, I have given you an example. So this is from our previous unit, not to give any content away. So C is for Civil War. You can see that I have left my name at the top. So this is what yours looks like, right? It would have your first and last name here. So you leave that there because that's how Mr. Burrows and I know who completed the slide. You can see that I've given you some facts about the Civil War. I tried to summarize the Civil War as much as I could in 5 very short sentences. And you can see that the way that it's written is the way that it would probably be written in a children's style ABC book, not a U.S. history high school textbook. Okay, I have highlighted any words that I felt like were important or might come up later in the presentation. I tried to make sure that I defined this complicated word here, right? Because obviously a small child is not going to know what the word secede means, so I explained it as basic as I could. I've got multiple pictures, and I've got a colorful background. Now, this is the comment section. This is where you're going to put your in-depth information. And you guys can see here that I have written. Make sure you give us at least 3 to 4 sentences down here of more complex information. This is our way of learning the key terms for the unit. It's also going to be a way for us to have a ongoing unit summarization, study materials, all that sort of stuff. So on your slide, you need to make sure and give us some more in-depth information. Again, do not plagiarize. Put this in your own words. Okay? Now, let me go through. I'm going to go to this slide because I know it's me. Okay, so again, this is what you are going to see when you click on your slide. It is blank. There is nothing there except for at the top, I have the letter, the title, and then your name will be at the end. Leave your name. You can change the font. You can edit it. You can make it whatever color or style you want. I do need to point something out, and this is very critical. Okay? If you want to change the background of your slide, and you guys know how to use Google Slides, I know that, but there's something that's very key, and I didn't know this until the first time I did this project. If you go change background, You can change the background to any color that you want. You can import an image and change the image to the background. Do not do anything that involves the theme. Because what's going to happen if you change the theme is it's going to alter everyone's slide. And that would not be good. So do not do anything that has to do with the theme. If you see anything that says alter theme, add to theme, change theme, do not do it. I cannot express that enough. It will delete people's slides. It will cover up people's slides. It will get rid of their information. It will alter everything. Do not do anything that involves the theme. On your specific slide, you can change the background color or import an image. So that should pretty much explain everything for the ABC book. We'll obviously go over it in class together. We'll have today in class to work on it, and then it'll probably be one of those instances where every so often when we have 5 to 10 minutes at the end of class, 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there, you will have some time to work on this as needed. All right? We love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in class.